time, Bears fans. Another edition of the Chicago Bears podcast coming your way. Pat the Designer, John Jurkovic in the building. Good kid.
I am here.
It is good to have you back.
It's great to be here.
You did throw the parlay off. Or, I'm sorry, you did throw the pick'em off a little bit there last week with the first Jamar Chase touchdown. This is episode brought to you by Underdog. Make picks, win money. That's
I know.
Chase first touchdown.
I had the Laporta touchdown.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
Last week you had Jamar Chase first touchdown.
You believe that?
The opening kickoff goes back for a tutty.
I mean, you believe that? And then Higgins gets 2. Noah Fant gets 1. And then our guy doesn't get any. Ioshovis gets 1.
Yeah, Ioshovis gets 1.
And Jamar Chase is playing decoy the whole game. So that's crazy. I thought for sure Chase was going to
quiet 111 yards for Jamar Chase.
It was a quiet 111.
Hey, it's weird to say that you can have a quiet 111 when Flacco had a loud 470.
Yeah, and T. Higgins had allowed whatever he had because of the catches he was making. So, hey, sometimes you can have great coverage and it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Some guys are out there making great plays. And you just give them credit. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, all the credit in the world. Nice job.
Good kid, as we are halfway through the season here, literal halfway point. I want to look back at some of the moves that were made in the offseason and get your thoughts on how they have played out here in the season. We'll take a look at the draft class, take a look at the coaching staff, take a look at the free agency class. We got some interesting names that have been brought in here. All that and more in today's episode of the Chicago Bears podcast. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Let's start it off here. Let's start off with the Young Bucks. As coming off a big game. This had to be a beat your chest kind of day for Ryan Poles. Kyle Monangai, 176. You had Colston Loveland, 118. 2 tutties. He has just been named NFC Player of the Week.
Offensive Player of the Week.
Offensive Player of the Week, 100%. You had Caleb Williams balling out there. When you look at this draft class, Jurko, in totality, and I do want to get in there with some of the specifics, but you've got Colston Loveland, you've got Luther Burden, you got Ozzie Trapillo, you've got Luke Newman, Shamar Turner, Ruben Hippolyte, Zay Frazier, Kyle Monangai bringing up the rear. How are you grading this draft class's impact on the season?
I like to grade the draft class probably 3-4 years after they're done, because I think it's unfair to Luther Burden. I think it's unfair to anybody that's behind a veteran player that's getting top dollars.
Trapillo,
Trapillo. Sanders, the kid that blew his ACL. Stewart, right?
Shamar Turner, yeah.
Yeah, Turner, thank you. Turner's the guy that blew his ACL.
Stewart's the one that held out in Cincy and hasn't made an impact yet.
Right. Yeah. The other guy is the tackle that had a chance at left tackle.
Luke Newman.
Couldn't find a way to get it done.
Trapillo, you talking about
Ozzie Trapillo, yeah. I think they're going to turn Trapillo into a left tackle next year. They're going to spend the whole offseason having him work on his footwork and working on his punch. I think he's going to be the left tackle. That's the answer. I think next year's draft is dedicated to finding a pass rusher coming off the edge, because you don't have anybody consistent enough to be able to come off the edge and rush the passer. If they used a couple of draft choices for a defensive end next year, I would not be stunned. Or an outside backer that can come off the ball and blitz the quarterback. That would not stun me. Yeah, a little early to give a grade. Kyle Monangai, you know my theory on running backs. As long as you got an offensive line that can block, your running backs are going to be successful. Whether it's DeAndre Swift, whether it's Rashkan Johnson, or whether it's going to be Kyle Monangai, every running back has a chance of success when you're playing behind a quality offensive line. So that's what I would tell you. I'd give the grade an incomplete.
Okay.
Until the 2-3 years pass by where we can really judge on, okay, who is making an impact, who isn't making an impact. But great for Monangai, and hopefully it's the coming out party for the tight end. And if Cole Kmet can't go, then he's still your primary tight end receiver. He might get another 8-9 targets this week with a chance to make something happen again. So if this is the beginning of something that we get to see more out of Colston Loveland, fantastic.
Let me ask you this, because we were having this conversation before the podcast where it feels like you're not seeing players, because of how the college game has changed so much, come into the NFL as NFL ready. Do fans need to change their mindset on expectations of young players because of how different the game is?
I think you see quarterbacks struggling to come into the
100%.
league.
We were having a conversation on linebackers. Because Patrick Queen, hit right away linebacker.
They simplified things for the quarterback position because you get a guy in, you want to make him happy, you keep it simple for the guy, and then he goes out there and just kind of uses his athletic ability when he's out there. Hey, they kind of give him a framework. There's some framework there. Hey, this is what we do. This is how we like to do it. But when you're Ohio State, when you're USC, you're playing a tough game. Every fourth game?
Yeah,
that's your tough game that you're gonna have to play. Otherwise, you're playing some 19-year-old kid out of Billings, Montana, who's playing corner against your stud wide receiver. And guess what? The disparity between the two is great, and he's going to have himself 7-8 yards, and you just got to float the ball in there, and your wide receiver adjusts and you move on. In the NFL, you're playing against the best of the best.
100%.
Not only the year that you came out, but every other year up to 10, 12 years, in advance. The best of the best. These are the guys that have survived. They were the best of their group. And they continue to, you got to go out there and you got to play. Now, there's bad teams out there, but there's still great individual players that are on some of these bad teams. So I'd say the quarterback position is the toughest position, and it takes the most time.
Yeah.
I think what Patrick Mahomes did is the odd case. I think as good as C.J. Stroud is, you see him struggling for a couple of years now. As good as Jaden Daniels was, I think you see him struggle. Bo Nix was good. I think Bo Nix is struggling.
Yeah.
Even though their record is good in Denver, they're struggling. You're having a coming out party in New England. But we'll see how much of that can be replicated over and over and over again.
Right.
That's the challenge. So I'd say the QB position is the toughest.
Would you throw linebacker in there? Because that was
I
what
saw.
sparked
No,
the
I saw North
conversation.
Dakota State. Right.
Yeah.
The offensive lineman that's playing guard.
Uh-huh.
I saw some footage of him. He's having a ball. There's other offensive linemen that are playing around the league that they're having a ball. So I mean,
North Dakota State, was that a Gray Zabel?
That's Zabel.
Gray
Yeah, I saw some footage on Zabel.
Seattle. I loved a Gray
And he's
Zabel
playing
coming
guard.
out. Yeah.
He's not playing tackle. He's playing guard.
Yeah.
So he's out there kicking a little ass, having a little bit of fun. There's other guys that came out in this draft that are out here having fun.
Yeah.
So I think the offensive lineman, if you play with great technique, you're in good shape, you've got good knee bend, I think you can come to this league and be successful as an offensive lineman. I usually think the interior defensive line, rare are the Warren Sapps of the world.
Yeah.
Rare are the Cortez Kennedys of the world.
Yeah.
Where they just jump inside
And figure it out.
just figure out exactly what is and what is not happening. There's two names from the 90s that I gave you that were pretty damn good. There's other guys that come in, kids from Tennessee.
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter is all right, but he's with a bunch of veteran guys.
Yep.
And here he is, it's third year out now?
Third year.
So third year out now, Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter was stud last year. Jalen Carter's stud this year. The kid that was in the Rams that
Jared
played for
Verse,
University
exterior?
played at Pittsburgh, retired now.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald came into this league and was damn good right away too.
Yeah, one pick away, Jurko.
So,
we got Kyler Gordon. We one pick away.
told the world that Aaron Donald was for real.
Yeah, you did.
I told the
You
world
were
he was for real.
the first person that I heard say, you need to go get this
This
kid.
Aaron Donald can play.
Yeah.
And just from what he was doing on film. I mean, most defensive linemen you watch, they don't make a move. This guy had a toolbox full of stuff, and he used it in college.
Yeah.
And when he played against Notre Dame, he was a thorn in the side for Notre Dame. He was a thorn in the side for other guys. He was a thorn in the side to people.
Yeah.
And when you see that, you watch that, and you're like, this guy's got a chance to be very good, and he was, so good for him, and that's great for Aaron Donald. But that's a position that's tough to transfer right away. Corner's one of those where you might need a year or two to kind of really ramp up and get in there.
Figure it out.
To me, linebacker, as long as you got a quality defensive line in front of you, linebacker is plug and play. For me, as long as you got a great defensive line in front of you. If you don't have a great defensive line in front of you, you're going to have problems. Anybody's coming into this league with a defensive line that's not going to help a linebacking crew. That linebacking crew has got to grow up quick, and they've got to become men.
And usually, if you're one of the early guys, you're going to a team that probably wasn't very good defensively.
Not good. So, and then guys with true pass rushing ability, they can come into this league with true pass rushing ability, and they can make things happen.
Yeah.
You guys coming off the corner, the Watts, all of them, the Watts, the Bosa's.
Every Watt, every
the Bosa's
Bosa.
came into this league with that pass rush skill, and they were doing it, from day one.
Yeah.
So there are guys that can come in here on day one and make some stuff happen for you.
Let's see. I hopefully this class picks it up. I mean, a couple of injuries here. I do agree with you.
2-3 years.
There's some, and I think offensive line, right? Ozzie Trapillo You don't have an answer at the left tackle right now. That position's still open. He started off there, and they said he hit a little bit of a wall.
Yeah.
Is it better that he gets an entire season to possibly try and work on learning that left tackle? We'll see.
I would listen. I would not. I like his size. I like how big he is. He's competitive. All you're teaching him now is the footwork.
Yeah.
He's a young man. He's skilled. Get him out there and get him the pass sets. Get him going. This is what we need. This is what we're looking for. He's a giant of a man.
He is.
Let's make it happen.
He's massive. He stands next to Darnell Wright, and you go, oh, Darnell's big, but like he's a mountain of a human being. It is shocking seeing him up close.
He's got to take it with a good attitude, and he's just got to accept the fact that he's going to be out there playing left tackle. Darnell Wright, I think we've come to find out, when I saw him play early as a guy, you got no problems with Darnell Wright.
No.
You don't have problems with Darnell Wright. And then he'd be a little up and down. He'd have a couple mistakes, and everybody, that's Darnell Wright. Leave Darnell Wright alone. He's fine. Since you've drafted him, he's been fine. No issues over at the right tackle position. Hopefully you can sign him with a team-friendly contract that doesn't give him too much because he's a right tackle. He's not a left tackle. Hopefully we realize what that market is, and we'll be in pretty good shape.
Well, Penesul's paid pretty well. They're good kid. Yeah. he's on the right side, so it ain't a cheap market either.
Yeah, well,
we're kind of to the point where it's just tackle market.
Right, but not to me. Left tackle, if you got a stud left tackle, protecting the backside of your quarterback, that's the guy that gets paid. The other guy gets a little bit less. The right tackle gets a little bit less. It's just the way it is. It's me.
Let's see what ends up happening there.
I love that my husband's so handy. He leaves more money for the important stuff. Whoa. Gosh darn it, Steve.
Oh. Don't be like Steve. Call Avondale Roofing. DIY is for Pinterest, not your roof.
Let's take a look at this free agency class that we have coming up here as Chicago Bears, not coming up, they have in the building.
Give me the names.
Olamide Zaccheaus, Drew Dolman. Oh, you want to go individually?
I'm going to go individual.
Let's go individual. Olamide Zaccheaus.
Zaccheaus has been the favorite target of Caleb Williams. He has been a wonderful surprise. He's established himself as the clear number one wide receiver for him coming out of slot. Third wide receiver, but
safety blanket.
Definitely Caleb Williams likes to go to him. And he's probably stopping Luther Burden from developing. But that's fine. Luther Burden's got to beat him out.
Yeah.
When you beat Zaccheaus out, you'll get the position. Right now you're not, so sit back and learn. That's the way it goes.
Drew Dolman.
Dolman, early struggles have settled down a little bit with the group that he's working with. Tooney and 73, they've got to get accustomed to playing with the center and when they're going to second level and how they're going to handle combination blocks. Tooney didn't play a lot early. He didn't play in any exhibition games, so it's tough to get any chemistry in real games. So it took an X amount of games during the regular season for Dolman to kind of figure it out. He's a quick player, so sometimes he goes too fast. He tries to get to second level too fast, and it causes, he'll overreach a guy, and then that guy comes in, he ends up making a play backside. So if I gave Zaccheaus an A+, which I think he is, I'm going to give Dolman right now a solid B-.
Solid B-. Got a lot of room to improve for a Drew Dolman there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I think,
but it's not an F. Because when we get to Dio, we're going to have ourselves that. So
I think the one thing that you also have to compare it to, right, is what you had here before in Coleman Shelton.
Yeah,
it's a lot more right.
And Lucas Patrick.
Yeah, Lucas Patrick.
All the other failures that they brought in.
Ryan Bates got in there at the center position a little bit there. So we like that. And right on cue there, because Tooney and Jonah Jackson were both trades. We can include those in offseason moves, though. Do you how would you grade those offseason moves for this Bears team right now, Tooney and Jonah Jackson?
They're fine.
Yeah.
B's, solid B's.
Solid B's all around.
If I'm going to get to him eventually, he'd be a B2.
Yeah.
B or B-. Struggled early. I think they're starting to come into form and come into being a cohesive
got a lot of B's across that offensive line. I like that.
I got A+ early.
I like that.
B's are good, though. B's get degrees, that.
Well, listen, Jurko.
Dio's an F.
Yeah, there he is, Dio Dangbo. You were waiting.
And boy, he's an F. He's a miss. He's a clear miss. I don't know what you saw when he was in Indianapolis, but Paul saw a lot more film than I did. He's a try-hard guy, and I would never get on a guy for being a try-hard guy. But if you thought you were bringing a pass-rushing guy in here, he's got no moves. He doesn't have a rip. He doesn't have a post. He doesn't have anything. Austin Booker in one play showed you more than Dio has showed you in 8 games.
Austin Booker came in with that long arm and got a strip sack.
Right. Came in there, posted the arm into that right shoulder, ran Orlando Brown over. You could see what he was waiting for out there. He thought he was getting more of the same. Oh, it wasn't more of the same.
Yeah.
And then he hunkered down after that. Orlando Brown hunkered down after that and didn't get run over again. But he goes, oh, this is a different type of animal I got to play.
Yeah.
This is not Dio. This is somebody else that knows what he might be doing.
And Orlando Brown was doing a solid job. He was getting matched up on Montez. Him and Montez were drawing back and forth. So it was a good get there.
Yeah, Dio is an F.
Is there...
So worst free agent signing of the offseason for the Chicago Bears?
I mean, is this up there with worst signing the Poles has made, possibly?
Possibly. Yeah, quite possibly. I don't think anything would be worse than Chase Claypool.
That was a trade, but that was
you traded something for him.
Yeah,
Chase Claypool
second-round pick
was an absolute disaster.
Yeah, that was rough. That would be an interesting.
And then
player
the kid
now.
Velus Jones and then the insistence of sticking with him and throwing him out there, and it's like Eberflus can look at that Velus Jones and go, "This is he." If I was bad, he was worse.
Jurko, that is my one question where we look at special teams as a huge question mark last week, where I'm like, this isn't just like this year Richard Hightower had some question marks for me. Like, you had to be banging the table to keep Velus Jones, and then you were like, we're going to keep putting him back there.
And the worst thing was the Hard Knocks.
When he was
when they had a chance,
running back?
No, when he had a chance to trade him, somebody was going to trade for him, and he said it wasn't enough.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't enough.
Yeah.
If they would have gave me a gallon of cottage cheese, I would have traded them. A gallon of cottage cheese for Velus Jones, I'll take it. Get this cottage cheese down into the mess hall and let the guys enjoy it. You know, it's not enough. What an absolute joke that is. That was a joke.
I believe my statement was I would have taken a half-dead dog and the bullet to put it down with.
Yeah.
I'll handle all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Grady Jarrett, as far as the signing this offseason, what have you seen from Grady?
Incomplete. He gets an incomplete only because of the injury. And now if this becomes an injury they knew he had, and they still paid him, and they brought him in, and with the best of Grady Jarrett is what we saw, then that becomes a worse grade possible.
Then finish it off an easy Devin Duvernay, little kick return there, action there. Yeah,
he's been as valuable as the punter.
The punt. Torrey's had some good plays. I wouldn't say they're fourth-round plays. I wouldn't call them fourth-round plays.
Both of them, I'd say they haven't lost a game for the Bears and they haven't won a game for the Bears.
Yes.
So that's it. Duvernay would be a D, just a solid D.
Yeah. He exists.
He exists on
the special teams.
As long as he doesn't fumble, if we don't know about him, that's fine.
Overall, do you feel like this is a free agency class that has helped the Chicago Bears this season?
Yes.
It's a successful class for
the interior three guys, and I know Tooney was a trade, but the interior three guys helped.
Kind of a signing too. So you had to extend them. So yeah,
it helped solidify what you were doing in the middle.
Yeah,
because your general manager made such catastrophic mistakes the year before in the offseason, just absolute catastrophic mistakes that he had no choice but to blow it all up and then redo it all. He had no choice. He had to get the top center that was in the free agent class out of Atlanta. He had to trade for Joe Tooney because they couldn't pay everybody with Kansas City.
Yep.
And at least you realized they couldn't pay everybody, so you went back and you got him. And then the coach spoke up for the guy that was with the Rams and had a bad year with the Rams and him getting hurt. He said, I want him here because I know he can play. So you rebuilt that interior three, and that's what you need. You got a solid receiver out of Zacchaeus that's going to give you 65 receptions in his first.
Probably, yeah. Like I think he's on pace for his most receptions in his career and yards. So
that's
good
where
to
it's
see
heading. That's where it's heading. So yeah, your free agent class, except for the one catastrophic mistake on the defensive line, is pretty good.
Now I do want to go through the coaches here, and we got to take a quick break
Let's get to Dick Hightower.
Oh, whoa! What did Waddle call him on the show?
Yeah.
Dick Skyscraper? What is something like that? Let's get to Dick Skyscraper.
I don't know.
I want to get to the coaches here in a second, good kid, but we do got to take a moment here to talk about our underdog play because Jurko, Chicago Bears got a little game coming up here where they have another opportunity to go with a victory, 6-3 possibly on the docket. Yesterday, Courtney Cronin selected, I believe it was higher, if I'm not mistaken. She went lower on Caleb Williams, 228.5 passing yards in this game because she believes it's going to be another big day for Kyle Monungai. Good kid. We got Jackson Dart on the board. We got Roma Dunze on the board. We got a Wandale Robinson. I like going Wandale.
Yeah,
I like going Wandale on that. A Colston Loveland on the board as well. Anybody standing out to you? DJ Moore, possibly.
Oh, possibly, yeah. No, I'm going to go with the tight end, Loveland.
Colston Loveland, actually. All right, let's see what Loveland's got. You got an anytime touchdown there?
Anytime touchdown.
Do you want to get crazy and go first touchdown scorer again?
No.
You don't want to chance that yet again.
No. I hit it on Laporta, so I'll stick with that one. What's the anytime touchdown there for Underdog here?
0.5. Now, if you want to get dangerous, Jurko.
0.5? What is that?
So basically, if he scores a touchdown. So 0.5 is any touchdown he scores, you get that. Or you can go lower, he doesn't get that touchdown. Now, Jurko, if you want to get dangerous, you could up it to 1.5, which increases the odds there 11.68 times. You get a little extra scratch on there. Is there a 2-touchdown day?
No.
In Colston Loveland's future?
No, I'm doing the touchdown.
You're just going 1 touchdown there?
Yeah, touchdown.
All right. Higher on the Colston Loveland touchdown. Make sure that you guys stay tapped in with us here on the Chicago Bears podcast. Download the app today. Sign up with the promo code CBP to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5 entry. Underdog, make picks, win money. EOQ, the disclaimer. Must be 18 years or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or over in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Welcome back into the Chicago Bears podcast. Pat the Designer, John Jurkovic in the building. Jurko, well, we got a minute here. Why don't you tell us about Mitch Lyons a little bit?
Oh, Mitch Lyons is our guy. MitchLyonsWealth.com. Protect, grow, and win your retirement. That's what it's all about. The last 5 years of employment and the first 5 years of retirement are the retirement red zone. So we want to get you situated with Mitch Lyons at MitchLyonsWealth.com to figure out exactly what you need to do to protect, grow, and win retirement. That's what it's all about.
Make sure to stay tapped in with Mitch Lyons with everything he's got going on. Okay, let's get back into this coaching staff here, Jurko. You want to go individual, you want to go staff overall? Because you were very excited to get in on Dick Hightower.
Special teams needs to figure out what the hell's going on. So that's Dick Hightower's crew and the rest of his coaches. You got to figure out things in the special teams. I think offensively what they've been able to do with Ben Johnson is they figured out, listen, let's run the game, let's shorten the game, let's keep the ball away from them. When as long as your running backs are sure-handed and they're not fumbling and guys are trying to punch the ball out all the time, you're going to be good. The one thing this team doesn't do is turn the ball over.
Yeah.
They don't turn the ball over, which is key. And they get turnovers. They had 3 in the last game. So I think they lead the league.
They do lead the league, in fact, yes, in turnovers right now.
So if you're looking for what kind of team are you, you're a team that can run the football, you can control the football, your quarterback's capable enough to get the ball to the wide receivers. You don't turn the ball over. You try to control the clock. You try to limit the opportunities for the other team. And then you're a team trying to figure out a way to become more productive down in the red zone. Last week you were. But, again, that's going to be a challenge for this team the rest of the year. And your schedule is going to get tougher. You have the New York Giants here coming in at 2-7, but your schedule gets a whole lot tougher after that. So 6-3 after 9 is great. You've got a final 8 games. And guess what? You might have to at least go 4-4 if you're going to be able to make it. And you got to win 3 games in your division.
You got to win divisional games.
You've got to win 3 games in your division, and you've got to find a way to do that. So hopefully Ben Johnson and the guys can get it done. Offensively, I'm happy with what's happening all around the board. Happy offensively with what's happening. Defensively, because your defensive line is not good, it kind of stifles whatever you try to do defensively.
Yes.
So you're unfair. You can't judge your linebackers. You can't judge your corners. You can't judge your safeties.
Is that the toughest grade right now? Because they are leading the league in takeaways, but you're getting your butts kicked in the run game. Yeah. You just got 470 put on you in the pass.
So
game.
What are you defensively?
Yeah,
you're an opportunistic team. You're an opportunistic team that makes the most of the chances that you get by taking the football away. That's who you are. But you're a team that can get dominated by better football teams.
Yes.
So you've got to be cautious. And to stop a team that's better than you are, you've got to gamble. You've got to roll the dice a little bit. You got to bring the blitz. You got to bring the run blitz off the corner. And that becomes a challenge. And when you try to gamble a little bit, then there's a chance you getting hit with the big one. And then if you get hit with the big one, that becomes frustrating over the course of a game. And then you got to try to find a way to overcome that. So, I mean, that's who you are defensively right now. Because your defensive line is underperforming, things are going to be challenging for you the whole way out.
Yeah.
The whole way out, they're going to be challenging for you.
It is. I mean, like you tried to address it with Dio, didn't work. No. Grady has been banged up. So, I mean, leadership-wise, I like it. But overall, you haven't seen the impact.
You got Dexter, you got Billings in the middle. You got this new guy with the hyphen that's coming in. He's going to get some reps for you.
Oh, John Tryon.
Yeah, you got Austin Booker. You got the guy on the other side, Sweat's on the other side.
Yeah, Montez Sweat. So, who has picked up his play over the last few weeks.
And that's fine. God forbid. You're the highest paid defensive lineman. Highest paid defensive lineman on the team. God forbid.
I shouldn't be saying has picked up his play. That's
God forbid you start playing up to a certain level, you know? You're only getting paid the most.
You're not wrong now.
Wow.
Offensively right now through 9
weeks. And he doesn't want to talk to the media, and he thinks you're being treated fairly. You're being treated fairly. Okay? He's the jumbo shrimp. You're the best defensive lineman on a team full of bad defensive linemen right now.
The jumbo shrimp.
Okay? Don't be mad at us. Don't be mad at us. Be mad. Why? You watch the film. I watch the film. We all watch the film. We see what you're doing. And more importantly, we see what you're not doing. So become more consistent at a higher level, and that way you can be happy with yourself.
Yeah, especially in a city
pretend like he's mad at everybody else, but you're not mad. You're mad at yourself at the way you play.
Yeah,
play better so you can go home and smile.
Especially in a city that wants to love you. Like,
sure,
we live off of defense here.
Of course.
We were ready to ride off into the sunset with Montez Sweat.
People love Richard Dent. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness.
They love Richard Dent. Dan Hampton, Michael, all these great Mike Hartenstein.
Samurai Mike.
They even like Trace Armstrong. They even like Trace Armstrong. But they love their defensive heroes in this city. But let me tell you, you got to play like a hero. You can't play like a zero. Play like a hero, my friend.
Yeah, would love to see it. Offensively, you brought it up. The Bears' offense has looked really good to this point. Third in the NFL in rushing yards, third in the NFL in yards per game, sixth in the NFL in points per game,
a lot of different categories.
Seventh in the NFL in total yards, 10th in the NFL in passing yards. Jurko, overall, because everything falls under the umbrella of Ben Johnson.
Sure.
How would you grade Ben Johnson as a head coach?
I think he's changed the culture in a record amount of time. He's done it by being honest. He's done by being straightforward. He doesn't pull any punches. I think he's excited to be a Chicago Bear. He's excited to be the head coach here in Chicago. I think he's got a game plan on how he's going to turn this thing around. He's been implementing it. And this is the first year of probably what is a 3-4 year project.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for the rest of this season to be played out, and then the off season, and then for him to get a hold of these guys so they can go into year 2 and year 3 with Ben Johnson at the helm. So this has been an absolute smashing success.
I love it. I love what we're seeing out of the coach.
That's what I have for Ben Johnson.
Love what we're seeing out of the head coach here. Now, to finish it off here, good kid.
Yeah.
The overall, right? We say it all falls at the feet of Ben Johnson.
Sure.
Truly, it all falls at the feet of Ryan Poles. Would you say that this has been a successful season here for Ryan Poles? Ton of question marks. Some mispays that we have looked at woefully, but overall, I feel like we're pretty happy with where the team is heading.
A lot of people are critical of Ryan Poles over the course of time because of moves. Ron Wolf made moves all the time.
Yep.
Not every move Ron Wolf made was a home run. He brought Danny Noonan in during the middle of 1 year to try to see if he could help us. He couldn't help us.
Did he hurt you a little bit?
No, he brought Bruce Pickens in from Nebraska, the cornerback.
Yeah.
He brought him in to see if he could help us. He didn't help us. He hurt us. He brought Lewis Billups in because he thought Lewis Billups, the corner out of Cincinnati, was going to be able to help us. He didn't help us. He was not a good person. So he missed, but he never wouldn't try something. He was never afraid to fail. So if I could offer Ryan Poles some advice, you're the general manager. You're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
You can't be afraid to make mistakes when you're the general manager. If you think you see something with somebody and you pull the trigger, you make the move, and it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. The problem is when you try to force a square peg into a round hole and you keep trying to jam it in there, and the inability to say, hey, we screwed up here, let's cut bait and let's move on.
Yeah.
So if I give them the advice, you're going to make mistakes, be willing to move on from your mistakes as quickly as possible. Just recognize it is, boom, we've got to go on. Well, because you're going to do it.
You feel like he holds on a little too long.
Every general manager in the league makes mistakes.
Yeah.
You've got to be willing to move on from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And I think Ryan Poles was reluctant to do that early on, and I'm hoping he's less reluctant. Don't not sign guys because you're afraid they might fail.
Or that they hit what happened previously.
Yeah. You sign guys, bring them in, see if they're better than what you got. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. That's my piece of advice to Ryan Poles. And then Ryan Poles doesn't get judged until the end of the year.
Is that what?
Because they're already at 5. They won as many games as they've done last year.
Yeah.
They're already at 5.
One more, you're already
And he
better.
controls it all, right? Yeah. Ryan Poles controls it all. He's the guy in charge. So he's in charge of everything. So let's see how it looks like at the end of the year. And then I believe at the end of the year, we're going to be very happy with Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson and the rest of the coaching staff, and even George McCaskey.
Is that what you feel?
See, I haven't even called him.
I saw him. I haven't fist pumping.
I haven't called him McClaskey one time this year. Why?
No.
Why? Because when you're doing things that are legitimate,
yeah,
nobody's got to call you any names.
Yeah.
So it's George McCaskey.
Yeah.
Why? Because this football team looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's right there at the forefront of it. He had to finally open the wallet up. Got that done and brought some people in.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the C.J. Gardner-Johnson move is kind of what you're talking about there with Poles, where it's like, I'm taking a chance. We know the history, but we're making a move.
But here's it.
It worked out. Well, game one, it worked out.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah.
Right? And desperation sometimes calls for desperate moves. You could see he's a talented kid.
Yes. All the talent
that
in the
has
world.
found his way out of the league.
Yeah.
Because some of the
Off the course.
I can say it, some of the dumb shit that he's done.
Yeah.
Right? You get yourself into trouble sometimes, and then you don't get the benefit of the doubt. I watched the kid play last week. He can play in the NFL. He's an NFL player.
Yeah, and a good one.
But when you're a pain in the ass, sometimes it's not worth it. And it's unfortunate for him. I hope he learns, because he's a guy who can play another 5 years in this league.
Yeah.
He could play. There ain't no gray area. He could play. So
and fits with Dennis Allen's defense beautifully.
I hope he gets the second chance. I hope he takes the most of the second chance and grasps onto the opportunity. Now, whether it's going to be here in Chicago or it's going to be someplace else where he proves that he could be part of a team, part of an organization, he could pull on the same side of the rope as the rest of the guys, then that's great. Then that's a lesson learned. All young men end up learning lessons over the course of a career. He's learning it. Good for him.
I'd love to see
He's got the second chance opportunity. I hope he takes the most of it, and I hope it turns into something very productive for him.
Yeah, don't chase Claypool yourself. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as all. Or Nate Davis yourself. Is Nate Davis on a team?
No, Nate's down
Davis
there.
Out of league?
Nate's down in a pool somewhere lounging.
Is he?
Lounging in a pool, happy he's not playing football anymore.
Just enjoying him.
Never
Is he
seen
still getting paid by
I've
us?
never seen a guy with some talent like that just didn't care.
Jurko?
He got his money, and he just didn't care. And that's fine. Let me tell you, though, when you ain't making those NFL checks,
It's a little different.
it's hard in the real world to make those NFL checks. Trust me.
I've never seen lazier battle ropes in my life.
I've been out for 25 years, 26 years out of the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't see them NFL checks.
You haven't made an NFL check since you left?
Man alive.
I feel like you're doing all right for
Long
yourself.
time.
I feel like you're doing all right.
Yeah, I'm finding a way to make it.
Look at you. You just
Pat,
keep
I'm
the
finding
gold
a way to
chain
make it.
tucked. You keep the gold chain tucked.
No gold chains.
No? Oh?
No. No jewelry.
I would see you as a jewelry guy. I feel like you'd be a jewelry guy.
Once the wedding ring came off, once the divorce was final.
All right. That's where the jewelry went?
That came off. I still have it.
Oh, okay.
I still have it. I don't wear it, though. I don't wear it. It's, hey, look at that. Nothing for me. Nothing for the good kid.
I'm waiting for him to throw on a nice
wrist
gold
stuff.
chain.
I got
little,
wrist stuff.
little rolly.
I got gold chains. I got a Rolex.
Little rolly.
Put it out of play.
Yeah.
Just put it out of play. What are you going to do? Not for me. Some guys don't need it. I walk through town. I got a certain gravitas.
Yeah.
When I walk through town and when I see people, I look people in the eye. I check the metal of their innards, see what they're all about. Maybe I give them a nod.
The metal of their innards is
kind of person they are inside. Yeah, exactly. You got it right. Penetrator, come on. You know what I'm talking about.
All right, here we go. Hey, we appreciate you guys for tuning in and showing love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Big shout out to all of the designer imitators that I was sent
they're
over
out there.
the weekend. They're out there. My favorite's Pat the Recliner.
You know what they say? Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Hey, I love it.
So you got that going.
A lot of white glasses out there right now.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bed down.
Those have lenses?
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Nobody knows this.
They got lenses.
Nobody knows this. I can't see. Peace.